Hey guys, this is the Shitsky back here with another video. Before I start, I'd just like to clarify something. My last video, which was WWE Monday Night Raw review, the title said Batista is back, and in brackets it said sorta. I know that's not Batista. That's why it says sorta in brackets. I just wrote that there to provide intrigue and also the fact that I know it's not. That's why I put it in brackets. So yeah, for anyone that's like calling me like, "Oh, you dumbass, it's not Batista," or "Why do you even know who? Like, do you even watch wrestling that you know that's not Batista?" Yes, I know that's not Batista. I know it's Mason Ryan, the FCW heavyweight champion. I just put that in there and then put sorta, so that to clarify, I know that's not Batista. Anyway, just getting that out of the way. Onto the video. My video today is gonna be on what I think might the problem might be. I apologize for my English there, but what the problem might be with there being 40 guys in the Rumble, because the fact that there's hardly 40 guys on the roster. I counted like 51 guys on the entire roster, Raw and SmackDown combined. That doesn't include guys that are like injured right now. So I didn't put like Skip Sheffield and like Michael Tarver or like any of those guys on there. I included the Undertaker as well as Triple H, because I presume they're probably both going to come back. Excuse me. As well as anybody else that might potentially come back that is slightly important, like Christian. So I put like those guys on there because I think they might come back in the Rumble. But yeah, that's the problem here. There's you're putting 40 guys in the Rumble and you barely have enough superstars on the roster. Like, look at this. Like, you got like on Raw. Like, let's talk about the guys who legitimately might be half decent. CM Punk, Daniel Bryan. I'm just gonna put the Nexus guys in there as important because they'll probably help CM Punk. So like David Otunga, then like Husky Harris, then like you got John Cena, John Morrison, maybe Mark Henry, Mason Ryan, possibly R-Truth, Randy Orton, Sheamus, and Triple H. So that's like 12 guys that are like half decent. And then you got on SmackDown Alberto Del Rio, The Big Show, Christian, Cody Rhodes, not Dolph Ziggler, Drew McIntyre, Ezekiel Jackson, Heath Slater, Jack Swagger, Justin Gabriel, Kane, Kofi Kingston, Rey Mysterio, The Undertaker, Wade Barrett. So that's like 14 or 15 guys. That only makes up like 26 guys. You don't even have enough for for a full 30-man Rumble. I mean, not all the guys have to be half decent, but you do have to know who they are. Like, some guys that are on here, like, I don't appreciate the fact that like now, like I watched a guy named XBA325, who's one of the best YouTubers out there right now. It's super funny. I love his videos, but he did a kind of a Royal Rumble kind of discussion based on this whole 40 Royal Rumble vid, and how like there's barely enough superstars for that. And he talked about the fact that like some of the guys that'll be in here, guys like maybe like that, like Tyson Kidd and like William Regal and Yoshitatsu, Zack Ryder, and then Trent Beretta and guys like that. Like, they don't even appear on. They don't even show up on Raw or SmackDown weekly. They're not even on the show weekly. You don't even know who they are, and then they're probably going to be in the Rumble because you got to fill space. Like, so that's kind of something that rubs me the wrong way, is that a lot of the guys that are in there are just going to be guys you never even see, who get thrown out quickly. So half the guys that are in there aren't probably even going to be that important in the match, and they're just going to get like be in there for a few minutes and get thrown out, which gives me the idea that they might have like guys like Hall of Famers in there even. They'll probably throw in a few. I'd be really annoyed if like all of a sudden goes 3, 2, 1. The next guy in is Jerry the King Lawler, who hops over the announce table and enters the match. That would annoy me because like he's an announcer and he's been fighting. Oh, I'd be so annoyed if that happened. But yeah, so they might even throw some Hall of Famers in there, like your traditional like Bret Hart maybe, and some of those guys. Roddy Piper who occasionally comes in there. That would really piss me off, but it probably will happen. I hate that. Like you're gonna have like, I mean, 26 guys, primary guys, and then 4 like jobbers is good. Like that's fine. Or guys that don't show up much, because then like you gotta have your like 3 or 4 guys who come in there for a few minutes, get tagged over the top rope easily. Like, and then you've got 26 quality guys that I named. Like those guys are pretty good. That would be a good 30-man Royal Rumble match right there. But you tack on 14 extra guys that probably aren't gonna do anything, and that's useless. And like another thing that I agree with the XBA325 was saying was that even the guys that were jobbers were guys that you saw on TV every week, that you knew who they were, and even if they got like thrown out super quickly in the Rumble, you still knew who they were, like Scotty 2 Hottie, and like even guys like he said another guy was Tajiri, and all those guys like. I even loved it when they had that one Rumble where Mick Foley came in as like 3 different guys. He came in as like Mankind, and like he came in as these different characters: Mankind, Dude Love, Cactus Jack, and then as just regular. I think he was in there as regular Mick Foley. So he came in 4 separate times. That was creative, and they even had like. Even their guys that were jobbers, you still saw, and they were still good. Like they still did a solid job in the match. Like there's been some classic moments with like guys that you don't even know. Like they have this like Chainsaw Charlie, who I think is Terry Funk, and like Mick Foley. They just started hitting each other with weapons at the start of the match, and that was crazy good. But now the guys that are in there, you don't even consider, like you don't even care. They're just in there, and you know they're gonna get thrown out quickly. So that kind of bothers me. I was hoping that now that it's 40 guys, you could have like there's a lot. It's probably just gonna be the 2 world championship matches. They'll probably have a Divas match in there too, just to get the women on the show. But that means you're gonna have hopefully 2 longer title matches and maybe a longer Rumble because there's 40 guys. But like that, maybe they'll add more time to the title matches, kind of to just give more intrigue and to provide better matches that last longer and are better for the fans, which I wouldn't mind. And then the Rumble match, which hopefully will be a good long match, but won't last like too excessively long. Like I mean, an hour over, like that's fine, but like going like an hour and a half, even half like an hour 45 minutes, that's way too long. So hopefully they don't drag that on too much. I mean, like the guys, I still think it could be an okay Rumble, but I just don't appreciate that they're gonna have like stocking up. I still don't know why they did that. Like I don't know who the creative mind was behind there being 40 guys in the Rumble, but if I don't mind it, but if I had to pick, I'd say don't do that. It really throws off the prestige too, like because the Royal Rumble's been around for a little while now, and it's always been 30 guys, and you've had so many classic moments. Now you throw in 40 guys, you make it so much different, and now I get the feeling that it might even like it probably might not even be that great, you know, because you might have guys that are like guys right around the middle that now you're thinking that people will come in like near the end, like 35 to 40, and probably will win the whole thing. And your guys like at the top will go on early because there's 40 guys. If you have a guy in there that's early and lasts pretty much the whole match, that'd be crazy, but I don't see that happening. Like I don't see a guy like a Rey Mysterio coming in there at number 1 and lasting the whole thing, or like a number 2 and lasting the whole thing. With 40 guys, there's no way. So that's going to be interesting. I always love the Rumble. Like there's 40 guys. I don't care about the fact that like that it probably like may not last, like may last longer, or like may not be that solid. I just always love watching the Rumble, and I really hope it just doesn't get killed with jobbers, and I hope it still delivers with the guys that got in there, because they do have some solid quality wrestlers that are still in that match that could deliver. So we'll have to see what happens at the Rumble. Yeah, I just kind of felt like I needed to make this video, just like kind of give my thoughts on the whole 40-man thing, because I kind of like, I don't know, I felt like I needed to say something about the change there. So yeah, that's it for me. And let me know what you guys think about the adding 10 guys to the Rumble. And yeah, tell me your thoughts, and I'm out.